when you came to Free Recovery.
Yeah.
It was a few years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And when you came, you were already a Christian, weren't you?
Yeah.
But you had a drug addiction.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit where that all grew out of and a bit about your early life?
Yeah, from my early life, I was born with a twin and an elder brother. My twin and I were put in an orphanage. My elder brother was put into children's homes.
Mm-hmm.
So my twin and I, at the age of 4, we then put into a foster home. We want to find our real parents, we want to know our real parents, and we're kept from knowing that.
Mm.
So by the age of 8, my twin and I, we go out on the streets, we knock on the doors, and we ask people for our parents, who are our parents, and we're knocking on the doors, walking the streets, often running away because of the abuse from the 3 brothers that abused us both severely. By the age of 10, I steal £5 at my foster mother's purse. I wanted sweets. I get a big carrier bag of sweets. So many sweets for £5 was a lot of money in those days. And I give them out to the kids in the school. My foster mother comes in and she drags me out by my hair. And my twin and I are then put away for a year in a children's home. A year later, my foster mother picks us both up. As we're going in the car, I jump into her arms, excited. I knock her by accident. She slaps me across the face and splits my lip. From now, I'm kept off school. I'm back at the foster home, and now we're not allowed to go to school to hide the cut on my lip. We're often put outside in the yard with the dogs. By the age of 12, I'm being severely abused by the elder brother. The social work services take me out of the foster home. I'm now separated from my twin, which was very painful. And then spent the rest of my years up to 16 in a children's home, separated from my twin. At the age of 16, I moved to Scotland. I'm drinking severely, heavily. I'd already been introduced to smack from the foster brothers at a very early age, from the age of 8. And I've taken smack and drinking heavily. I'm working in a bar in Scotland by the time I'm 18. I'm 19, I learned I lost my natural mother to a tragic accident. I then start travelling. I travel around America. My twin brother is now in residential care because he'd been severely abused and he had to be taken care of. I travel for years now. I drink heavily. Everywhere I go, I drank heavily. I then arrived in London years and years later and started drugs. I became a Christian when I was around the age of early 30s. A wonderful neighbour, a beautiful lady who came and she rescued me. I rejected her a few times. Eventually, I embraced what she was saying, that I need to find Jesus, come to a church and we can help you. And she was right. I know from that day, I never stopped going to church. I go to church every Sunday and I love learning about Jesus. Maybe 7, 8, 10 years later, I learned that he's my father. My real father is Jesus. And the church family embraced me as their own.
Yeah, they did.
And a few years ago, I've been wondering for quite a lot of years why we don't say thank you in this country. We don't say thank you enough. And with a lady from London City Mission, we pray for 2 years. I write letters to the government. I go to the pastor, Pastor, how can I write this? Nobody will listen to me. We need National Thank You Day. And then they get advice to shorten the letter down a bit. So I sit up night after night writing letters and praying. Every week we're praying for the National Thank You Day. 2 years ago, it is now actually in place. I received a letter from the government and it's now actually in place. That was a miracle from God. He answered my prayers.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
from today, I continue to seek the Lord. I walk with my head up. I feel like I've been saved. Well, I have been saved. And today I walk in fearless because I have my father around me. I have my real father, which I always had, I just didn't know. Today I know my father. I have a purpose and a direction in place today. And I have a protector around me every day.
What a wonderful, wonderful story.
Amazing. It's a privilege and a gift.
Where
I
the
walk
story-
with grace. My grace is just is my grace is what's carrying me today. The grace of Father, and I get my strength from the Lord.
Yes, yes, you do. Thank you for that story, Jackie. It was an account. I want to say it's a wonderful account because of where you ended up,
Yeah,
your love of Jesus and the Father's love of you. And I love your courage that you have shown throughout the story, especially in telling it now. And I also love the thankfulness day. I love that.
it's amazing.
Yes, I love that. What you took the initiative to write to the MP, to the government, and you were persistent for 2 years to do that. And this session, where we want to play this account,
Yeah,
is called thankfulness.
yeah.
So thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Father. Thank you all.